Tonight on Podcast Them Down, while I'm stuck in the black and void of nothingness, Dave is at the Maryland Renaissance Festival. Hail, Metal Nation! It's I, Tim, from Podcast Them Down, but that's not important today, because we have Dave, and he is at the Maryland Renaissance Festival.
Good evening,
on location.
Tomorrow.
That's
live
right.
on location.
This is another Metal on Location episode. Wait, we just got to dive right in, is what we got to do.
Yeah, who knows how long this the service is going to last. Coverage is a little spotty out here in the land of revelry and merriment. But yeah, we made it and we're connected. Here I am with my lovely bride, marked by Tear over here.
It's pronounced
We're cruising our way through, and we're cruising our way through the Renaissance Fair.
So why am I not there? A variety
That's
of reasons. Yes, a variety of reasons, but they sell out so fast. You gotta, especially at the end of the season.
Oh, they had signage and everything. I mean, don't come in if you don't have tickets. Tickets required.
Okay, so let's start with what you're wearing, because it's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's
yeah, it is.
That's low. What's that? Mid-20s, low 20s for our European friends.
Oh yeah, mid-20s, I guess.
And yet I see you're wearing wool.
Modified Eisengarb with wool. Yes. It doesn't add that much warmth unless you need it to, and traditionally wool has been a fairly forgiving textile material in terms of keeping you cool and warm under different circumstances. So I just felt a little underdone without the whole sheepskin and no, I'm wandering. So yeah, that's it. I've also got some costume grade chainmail on. It won't stop anything, not even my expanding waistline. I found a broken link today that I had to repair.
Don't attack Dave, even in
yeah,
jest.
Please.
All right. Well, we covered.
Indeed.
So you have the garb. Are there other people in garb there?
Oh my goodness, it's great. I don't want to do a whole lot of filming of other people.
Right.
But there is just everything there. We've got pirates. We've got fairy fae, young ladies and gents. We've got we got a lot of booty, man. There's some exposed flesh here. It's a warm October day, and that's kind of what we all come out here for, is either exposing or not exposing, or dressing up as whatever it is that lets us get that inner freak out, as it were.
I was there once when several people were dressed as Star Trek characters, and clearly we're on the away mission.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something I see every year as well. No stormtroopers. We've got some steampunks over there. I see some top hats. I see a King Diamond looking fucker. Yeah, we've got a guy with a full-on mascot head, looking kind of like a reindeer or a fox, maybe. I'm not really sure on that one. Some thorns. Oh man, I gotta say, I know we were going to talk about the various things and with what is the most. Oh man, I got a full-on orc over here. Excuse me, Ura. I know we were going to talk about what is metal and so forth about the Ren Fair. But I think, okay, we can edit all this out in post, right?
Oh no, it's all staying in.
Oh, it's all alive. All right, awesome. It is mondo crowded here, and the challenges of trying to coordinate with your party in a festival situation are, rampant. So we're trying to meet up with Mark from Eisenmore. He and his wife Sarah are here, and Michelle has told them where we're going to be, but I wanted to sit down in the shade because, believe it or not, this thing is fucking hot. And
that's
maybe I miscalculated this a little bit.
The chainmail should keep you warm, cool.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, it's very conductive. So I just gotta find myself some cool air, and we're all set. Oh, right. And I am keeping an eye out for fish shirts and stuff. I saw my first Grateful Dead shirt just now.
I don't even know what. There you go. What, 5 minutes in, fish.
There we go. Thank you.
go.
Everybody. Well, we don't, again, this is a short, potentially short episode. We don't know how long we got.
Right.
So, the parking lot atmosphere is very reminiscent of, every heavy metal parking lot everywhere. Although, I got to be honest, it's significantly more family friendly, There's not quite so many giant bottles of whiskey in the parking lot and not much tailgating, but there's still that kind of convivial vibe. People getting their last minute costume pieces on. There's theater, there's costume, there's dance, there's escapism. I think really that's where the biggest parallel lies in terms of Ren Fair and metal is simply the escapist element of it. It's especially with the kind of music that you and I play, getting up and in there in costume is kind of a part of it for Eisenmore for sure, but everything about Burning Shadows is fantastical as well. So
yeah, so I wonder if Renfest is more power metal or folk metal then.
I mean, that's Glory Hammer right there.
Oh, we can't talk about Glory Hammer anymore.
Oh no. Oh shit, I heard. You're right.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's
but they fired him. They fired him. It's okay.
Okay. All right, good. Appropriately canceled. Oh. Yeah.
So
what a day. It's nice. There's a nice cool breeze running through here. Beautiful day. Go for it, Tim.
All right, so what so what is there to do there? And I'm asking a leading question because I've been there and I know.
What is there to do? There's all manner of things to do. Like you can get your hair braided, you can get your face painted.
Okay, but neither of those things are metal. So let's talk about the metalness of each of these things. I don't think getting your face painted is metal unless it's like war paint.
I was about to say.
There you go. See, that's metal.
We need to get a little bit of white on her face, but that's proto corpse paint right there. So is painting your face really not metal?
Having someone else paint your face is maybe not metal, especially if it's like a unicorn.
Oh yeah.
Does it get more metal than Tier?
Admittedly so. There's even a band named after.
Fair point.
Well, and that's the thing. It depends on what you're getting on your face. Michelle got a Smaug like red dragon.
Oh, see, that's metal. Damn it. So
which is pretty metal.
This is complex. It's all about and difficult.
And this is the great thing. Like we're here we are breaking down like the traditional gatekeeping ideas of what is metal. Face painting is absolutely metal. Absolutely metal. It's all about the context. So
it is.
Vikings had face tattoos, famously.
Vikings had face tattoos, famously, and one could say that the face paint is but a prelude to the final commitment.
Whoa.
Are you going to get a face dragon tattoo, Michelle?
Not this year.
Not this year.
Tier guides me today.
Not this year.
All right. So what else was there? You said
so hair braiding. Yeah.
Hair braiding, not metal. Not metal.
Not super metal. I mean,
It works to keep your face, your hair out of your face.
Put your face to battle, yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right. All of these things are like a superposition of metal and not metal at the same time. And I guess
I agree.
I guess once again the context,
full on metal.
right? The context
there we are.
Collapses the wave function.
Indeed.
All right. What else?
If I understood maths, I would get that joke fully. What else is there? There is every manner of food that one could expect to sample, but
chocolate-covered
provided for you on a stick. There's a chocolate-covered cheesecake on a stick. There's crab cake on a stick.
All right,
Canterbury pork pockets probably on a stick.
Let me think about
steak
this.
On a steak.
Steak on a steak, metal. Chocolate-covered cheese cake on a stick, probably not metal.
It says, yeah, I'm going to go with not metal. There's a serious fish correlation with cheesecake that we can go into in another episode. But I'm not kidding, honey. That's what I was trying to say last night. See, he does the same thing. Nobody wants to hear about fish.
We could do a spin-off podcast on this channel, like Fish Corner with Dave, and then you could bring up something that's not fish all the time. It would be fishing with Dave. We call it fishing.
I like it.
Gone
Send us your email addresses.
I like it.
Oh boy. Yeah, that'll be great. Every single email newsletter will just be nothing but links.
I love it. Like grow your dick.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, that's great. Man, and okay, so we've got the food on a steak. We've got, all right, well, let's kick it into full gear. We've got weapons sales here, Tim. We've got knives, we've got swords, flails, morning stars, maces.
And the thing that fell David.
And the thing that felled me, axes and hatchets.
Well, what I think is funny is they won't let you bring weapons in, but you can
But they
buy
will
all the
sell them to
weapons you want inside.
Well, because you have to, I mean, once you tie your hilt in the universally understood sign of peace, it would be honor breaking to violate it. Would it not?
Oh my God.
I did put hair honey in. Oh, that's great.
What's hair honey? It sounds sticky.
Hair honey is, it's a product that's made of like
Honey?
honey and assorted other like lubricating oils
Ew.
that I like to put in my beard and hair to give me the appropriately unwashed Saxon look.
Oh, there's an easier way to do that. Just stop showering.
Oh, just don't bathe. Ah, there we go. Why didn't I think of that? Okay. So we've got weapons. Yeah, I've always wondered that as well. Like, first of all, the weapons are all high quality and stupid expensive. So it's like not really an impulse decision to get one. So I guess that kind of tempers the danger of some misfortunate occurrence befalling the kingdom and realm. But also, if you guys are not familiar, we're in Maryland at the Maryland Pen Fest, and
Yes.
It celebrates Maryland's ancient sport of joust, the kingly contest on which two mounted knights tilted each other with lances.
Yeah, well, it is the Maryland state sport.
Indeed,
Joust
it is.
really is. And but there's also a Maryland state team sport, which is lacrosse, which is not as
Team jousting. It's 2-on-2 horses.
But yeah, literally the joust is the state sport, but the only place to see a joust that I know of is medieval times and Renfest.
Here. Both conveniently located in Anne Arundel County. I think we're still in Anne Arundel County, right?
Yeah. You're right.
So does that mean that Anne Arundel County is the home of the joust?
Oh,
I think that the Anne Arundel County Board of Selectors and Chamber of Commerce need to immediately contact me for that slogan and rights therein.
I like it.
All right. Oh my goodness gracious me. We've found ourselves a partner in crime.
Uh-oh.
Holy moly. Holy Blankenstein. Hello, Mark. Hail, Sarah. Well met. How's it going? Live on Podcast Them Down. Holy nuts. We've got 3/7 of Eisenmore all here on location. Technically, virtually a little bit for Tim. And there's a wasp. No, thank you.
A wasp?
Yeah.
I figured there'd be a lot of wasps at Renfest.
Yeah, it's now in my... Hey, Mark, can you help me out with this guy? Or no? All right, cool. Great. I now have a wasp/yellow jacket on me. It is... Hooray! All right, so, all right.
I think we were talking about...
Where were we? Okay, oh yeah, the
metal
joust.
things.
You
Joust.
can walk around if you want. All right, I'm just going to be on this with Tim for the next XD minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Let's walk away from all
at least
the
10 more
wasps.
minutes.
At least 10 more minutes. All right. Well, this is going to be great.
Joust.
The joust. Right. So indeed, right. The joust. It sounds like they did one as we were coming in. And since we arrived around noon, I would expect that they're doing the joust on the round hours, so that all of the simple peasants here who can't tell the complexities of the sundial can understand that when the big one is straight up, the joust will begin.
Well,
Man, we've got Thor's hammer over here.
Oh,
How strong are you? How mighty can you hit it all the way to Valhalla?
yeah, just one of those carnival games where you smash the sledgehammer down. Okay, so
That's hardly
I know,
a carnival game, Tim. That is mighty Thor's hammer that you, a mere mortal, can pick up and attempt to, demonstrate your skill and merit.
I definitely disrespected it just now. Well, so now I know where you are. You are heading towards the joust arena.
We are.
As well
We are
as
moving past the court of food, if you will, where you can find nearly any victual that one might hope for.
And
turkey legs. That's pretty metal.
turkey legs. Let's talk turkey legs.
Oh yeah, let's talk turkey, Tim.
Shut up. It's very metal because
Hold on.
it is a
We got
hunk
live
of,
music. That's really metal.
it's filtering out the music, so we won't hit a copyright strike. I can't hear it.
Alas. I mean, that's good. Well, they kind of just did a flourish. I think they're either beginning or end. Sorry,
So-
turkey legs.
Turkey legs. They hunk of meat, that's metal. There's a bone, that's metal.
Oh, yeah.
But what I think makes it the most metal, besides the salt content, is how difficult they are to eat because it's full of unyielding tendons.
Oh God, yes, sinew galore.
Yes.
It fights you back as you're eating. The other thing is, I respect anybody who can actually eat a whole one of those things because I never have the room for it. Those things are a massive hunk of meat.
It's difficult.
All right, so we are over here at the joust now, and there is indeed a mighty crowd. And it does appear that the contest may be about to begin.
Oh.
There's a great roar from the assembled. The herald is saying something that I can't quite make out.
Well, that's because you got
And a mighty huzzah
earphones
from the
in.
crowd.
Are there horses about?
There are horses. There are pre-recorded kettle drums
Ah, boo.
of the most noble kind.
If only they could find someone at Renfest who knew how to play drums.
If only. I mean, I think it's really more the access to the kettle drum in what year is this? 15 something. We're not supposed to. Jane Seymour is ascendant in the court of the king. So I guess that puts us in like the 1580s, 1570s.
Oh, we're going to have to consult Matt on that one. I don't know.
We're going to have to get corrected. We'll do a corrections episode from Matt
That works.
sooner or later.
So I believe you're walking by. You've passed where you can do the throwing stars, the axes, and the knives.
We are well. Had we been coming the other direction, then you would be right. But we are approaching it now.
Ah,
Oh my goodness! There's a peep show, Tim. Holy moly!
I doubt it's. I don't think you want to get
not
your
the peep
hopes up
show
on
I'm
that
expecting. So that's another way that we have got like a little bit of metalness here at Ren Fair, right? Everybody remembers the peep show in Vakken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, or maybe just me.
We need to do a Vakken episode.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, we need to do like 4 of them so we can recount each Vakken we went to.
Yes, this is a brilliant idea. So we finally made it. We're over here at the Dragon in the main tavern. I'm wondering when we're going to start seeing members of Second Guard.
I think they're at the White Hart Tavern is where
So they're at the White Hart.
I think. But yeah, Second Guard, at least part of Second Guard is there at all times. Check out Second Guard. After you check out Eisenmore, check out Second Guard.
That's right. Our brothers in metal.
And sister.
Hey, hey, and we found one of my coworkers here as well. How's it going, Topher? I'm doing quite well. I'm doing a podcast right now. Yes, live on location from the Ren Fair.
Oh, my friend
Nick,
it's my
pleasure to meet you. Your hair looks great.
Thank you.
I'm leaving
like,
this in.
we've-
I'm leaving this in.
Just get this. I'm getting this here right.
That's my wife, Michelle. Michelle, come meet Topher.
Yes, I work them so.
Yep,
All about.
right next to each other. Indeed, it's good to see you.
It's like, no, I was like, yeah. Look great.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll see you guys around. You're gonna be here all day? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for you when I don't have earbuds. Wow.
That's a typical interaction.
Yeah, I mean, yes, and therein lies yet another connection. Maybe it's just because the communities overlap so much, but like this happens at concerts all the time, where it's just so and so that you haven't seen. And I mean, I saw him yesterday, but so and so that you haven't seen in X number of months or years just happens to walk over and say hi and hand you beer and etc.
Oh, it's like that Manowar song. All right, so you made it to an inn. What?
So we made it to an inn.
What are the options?
That's the question. I cannot tell, but generally the options include such classics in Maryland as Linganore Medieval Mead, which, I mean, I've learned my lesson on that. I, to be quite honest with you, tend to stick to like the Sam Oktoberfest or whatever local Oktoberfest beer that they've got going.
Yeah,
That's kind of my preference.
Renfest usually is the first place I see Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Your Dirndl and Beach Bar. It's lovely.
In August. It's always in August.
Yeah, we've got an adorable little baby here with a Stein, and it's someone's child. I'm not going to do that. With a Stein, and he's wearing lederhosen. Too cute. Oh, and he's got a teething pretzel.
That's amazing.
And this young, gentle creature is in a wooden bassinet. My goodness, the commitment to detail. Wow. Good looking. Sorry. So Ren Fair in August is generally the first time that we get to see our annual offering of Oktoberfest beers. This is true.
Yep. And then, they got mead, they have wines, they have various standard beers.
Yeah, usually a fairly decent selection of beers and such. Like they have a good Sam Adams selection. Cherry wheat is frequently here. The Boston Porter, or just the regular porter. I don't know. Mark might be better suited to tell us about beers. Yeah, have you seen good beers?
What is he enjoying today?
With that campfire amplifier for the Dogfish Head Dry Irish Stout.
Interesting. I haven't had that.
I know all those words, just not in that order. That's a Delaware beer, is it not?
They always have a good selection. The prices are surprisingly reasonable.
What is it? $10 a beer. $7 a beer. My goodness, guys. That means I might have 2 beers.
6.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. At Shucky's? Oh, shucks. Excuse me.
They do.
I might have to wander back on there.
They do avoid the price gouging. I mean, because, captive audience, they could charge whatever they wanted.
Practically anything. And after 2 beers, anyone will pay it. That's the thing.
It's just, okay, maybe we shouldn't be giving them ideas.
Maybe not.
So, let's see. You're also by the poorly supervised archery range, right?
Ah, yes, indeed we are. The knife throwing, the axe throwing, all the things I won't be.
You learned your lesson.
I've verily learned that particular lesson.
Well, you forgot to let go. That was the problem.
Yeah, right? And I was going down to the ground like a dummy. Ugh. We were taking pictures with that axe earlier today because Michelle wanted some forest photos with her and gauntlets and an axe. And I was like, all right.
I like it.
I will tell you this.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world. Did you get that full-on huzzah from that guy? Could you hear that?
No, didn't
it was
come
a
through.
Very loud, amazing, very loud gentleman leading the tavern in a huzzah. There's still blood on the blade because nobody cleaned it off. Because
now that's metal as fuck.
Check it. Yeah, it was. But now it's like, well, shit. I got to go clean my own blood off of my. Ugh.
The only thing that would make it better is if it was someone else's blood on your axe.
True. Literally the only thing that could make it better.
Okay.
Although then I'd be legally liable.
All right. I'm just going off the top of my head. Other things to do there. There's a maze.
There is a maze. There are generally animal rides that I don't enjoy patronizing. There's theater. There is fortune telling. There is divination. The scrying of the runes as well as the reading of cards. There is this particular fortune teller who just makes me think of Matthias Glad.
What?
And it's not fair to him. He's got a beautiful voice. And what he will do, he will stand at his shop and he'll just go, fortunes told, palms read. And it just strikes me as a very Falconer thing to do.
It is 100%.
And he's great, and we're probably going to go see him in a few minutes because Michelle needs to go get her tarot read. I don't know if we're going to get the runes read this year or not. We did that before we got married, which was quite auspicious.
Well, it's easy to read. It's easy to read the runes this time because it's on her forehead.
Yeah, right. Like, I see. Tear resonates with you. Wow, how did you know?
All right, not metal things. Here's some not metal things that are there. There's a rock
hear it.
wall for no reason, and there's too many safety
A rock.
measures.
Oh yeah, there's that is quite unsafe.
There's
The giant slide.
Yeah. Well, the slide's fun, but I wouldn't call it metal.
Oh yeah,
There's games of skill
games of skill and chance.
and chance. There's a dunk tank, right? Soak a bloke, drench a wench.
Ah yes, soak a bloke and drench a wench. Those are classics. Oh, elven hussies taking glamour shots. What a world! God, I love this country.
I'll
Although I don't know. That's
next time you can use the spherical camera so you can get everyone on.
Oh yes,
on
brilliant
camera.
shot. We'll just invade everybody's privacy.
Yeah, and it only eats up like a terabyte of space.
Oh, that's also good. I'm sure it works great over data.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so
Well, last but not least, and I don't want to, there are theater troops and stages upon which plays are shown, which I find to be quite metal because I tend towards the theatric. And there's always some sort of Shakespearean presentation. I don't know what it is this year because I don't have a program of events, but we were here one year when they were doing the tragedy of Macbeth, and quite frankly, there's not much more metal for me than that specific tale. My God. It's not only a dour story of murder most foul in the Scottish Highlands, but it's also arguably my favorite Jag Panzer album's inspiration. So metal. By extension, the Shakespeare, and then
Why?
by extension, the theater troops here.
you must be talking about this one. See, I told you I found
Oh
it.
my goodness,
I found
bias.
it.
Thank God you did. I'm so glad. Oh man, Tim, we've got a young gentleman here after RVG's own heart. Pale face, mouth rimmed in red,
I love it.
dead stare. He's probably like 10 years old. This is great.
Brilliant.
And
That kid has a bright future.
hand to sale.
Brains. Yeah, the
Want to do this morning, and
what?
I haven't raised my horn yet.
I know that. Here's a horn. I had 2 horns, but 1 holster.
What?
It's true.
I'm not going to that website. 2 horns, 1 hole.
2 horns, 1 holster. My horn's not brimming because I'm dedicated to the pod.
So, I would be remiss if we didn't mention the sword swallower,
Oh my, the sword swallower. This is
which
so
is
true.
a friend of ours.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
How about that?
And I feel terrible because I can't come up with his name.
It's okay. We'll
off the top
edit.
of my head.
We'll edit in the name in post.
Why his name is
So on and so on. All right. Well, I mean, that basically covers the overview of our Renaissance fair here in Maryland. The only other things I can think of are all of the vendors selling leather
right.
and
I was gonna bring that up.
glass
The
and
vendors, lots of handmade stuff.
Yeah.
You probably buy it, throw it on your wall, forget about it.
And the nice thing for all of you out there in the World Wide Web, they at the website will frequently tell you who their vendors are. And these vendors, of course, now in this digital era have an online presence. So if you want to do your fair shopping from the comfort of your own home, this is a possible thing. And I have to be honest, I collect a lot of business cards here more so than I buy stuff.
Well, that's a more affordable way of doing things. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I tend to I lose discipline while here, and I have to check my shopping decisions so I don't come home with $700 worth of leather accessories.
What's the last thing you bought there?
The last thing I bought here was my little pouch for my Judengeld. Fits on my belt.
I thought it was supposed to go around your neck.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's a little uncomfortable. I've got the chain for it. But also, in the spirit of, oh my God, of the fair,
Last thing
I intend to pay with these.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, it is indeed legal American tender, folks. They are dollars. I'm going to piss off all the cashiers by paying for everything in $1 coins.
I love it. That's brilliant. How many pieces of gold?
Yea, I shall cross your palm with gold, good sir.
The last thing I bought was a cloak, and I wear it up to once a year.
Yes, exactly. Michelle did the same thing last year. Bought a cloak that you wear up to once a year. Actually, Michelle wears hers fairly frequently because it does look good out and about.
It does. All right, well,
yes, indeed.
Should I leave you to your drinking and merriment?
I do believe that this is the time at which I must sign off and pursue revelry here amongst my companions.
Yeah.
Here in Revel Grove, as Mark said. So from the two of us, yeah, here's another not quite brimming horn. We're going to go fill these up, but Metal Nation, check out the Maryland Ren Fair if you're ever in the state. And don't forget to visit steelresolve.com. Steelresolve.com. It's almost as good as the Ren Fair for buying merch.
Yes, and what I think we should do a more in-depth episode next year. So look forward to that.
Hell yeah. We might even do live on location, all of us, and then edit it together.
With the spherical camera.
Yeah.
So join the Patreon so we can afford the hard drive we need.
That's right.
All right.
Until next time, Metal Nation, keep it merry.
I really should have done the Eisenmore ones. I'll just do it right now. There we go. There. I'll fix it in post.
Lovely.
Tim here with the ever popular Footnotes of Steel for this episode. First of all, Dave texted me hours later saying it's 1536 this year at the Maryland Renaissance Festival, allegedly. Furthermore, our friend's show that we couldn't remember is called Dash Rippington's Dangerously Stupid Show. Check it out. He inserts swords in various places, among other things. We have plenty of ideas for next year's Metal on Location at Maryland Renaissance Festival, so consider this just the teaser. Until next time, Metal Nation, keep your footnotes at the end, I guess.